Hello everyone, my name is Love Chisom. You're welcome back to my channel. If this is your first time of coming across my video, you are welcome. If you have not subscribed to my channel, please subscribe. Click on the notification bell to be notified whenever I upload a new video. On today's video, we will be drafting this bustier top with a bask on the hemline. If this is what you're interested in, keep on watching. Let us get started. As you can see here on my pattern paper, I've drafted out my lines. Okay, I've marked out the necessary lines that we need. So the place I labeled now is my shoulder line. Okay, so here I place my tape. This is my bust point, as you can see there, 10.5, my under bust of 14.5, waistline of 17.5, and to get my hip line, I'm going to come down from my waist by 9 inches, which is the standard measurement, okay, to get your hip line. So here, my neck width of 3 inches, okay, and I'm going to mark my shoulder of 8.5, okay, and I'm going to come down by 1 inch for shoulder slant. Then I'm going to connect the points. For my shoulder slant, I'll come down by 8 inches for my armhole line. And this line now will serve as my chest line. So right here, I'm going to mark what I have my shoulder here to make sure I get a straight line. Okay, and I'm going to connect. I will divide over what I have on my shoulder into 2. And I'm going to come in by 1/2 inch, then I'm going to cover my armhole. I'm going to mark my bust circumference divided by 4 plus 1.5, 1.5 inch for allowance. Now I'm going to mark my nipple to nipple, which is 4 inches. I'll mark it on my bust point, waistline, and on my hip line. Then I'm going to connect the points with a straight ruler. On my under bust, at the side front, I'm going to mark 1.5. At the center front, I'll mark 1/2 inch. I'll also mark the same thing on my hip line. Then I'm going to connect the lines with straight ruler. The next thing is to make a curve from my under bust, curve it to my bust point. Okay, this is my bustier curve. Now for my chest line, I'm going to go up by 1.5 and I'm going to mark. Don't mind what I'm marking there, just go up by 1.5. That is all. So now I wanted to rule a line, but I didn't. So I'm going to take whatever I mark on my nipple to nipple, I'll mark it here just to get the line straight. Okay, just to get the line straight. So up there, I'm going to mark 1 inch on the side front, and I'm going to mark 1/2 inch on the center front. Now I'm going to connect them like you see me doing here. So now to get the strap hand on the top, okay, we are going to come to your shoulder here and we are going to mark 3 inches. Okay, I'm going to mark 3 inches here, and that 3 inches I'm going to connect it down to my center front curve there. Okay, but before I will do that, I'm going to mark my body circumference. So I've marked my bust circumference divided by 4 there plus the allowance, and I'm going to mark my waist circumference, sorry, divided by 4 plus my dart intake. Okay, and I'm going to replace it. Okay, so I'll also do the same thing on my hip line. I'll mark my hip circumference divide by 4 plus my dart intake plus my allowance. Please don't forget to add the allowance because I added it on the waistline. You can see the 3 dot there. My waist circumference divide by 4 plus my dart intake plus my allowance of 1.5. So if you want to add 1, if you want to add 2.5, that is up to you. Okay, now I'm going to connect the points here. That I'm going to come down by 2 inches for my dart side dart. Okay, so this side dart is the difference between my back waistline and my front waistline. So after that, I connected my, I'm sorry, the camera did not get here. Okay, I connected my 3 inches to my center front curve here, the way I'm just demonstrating now, and I curved it to my armhole. Just as you can see on the pattern, what you are seeing here is exactly what I did. Okay, just do your own the same way. Okay, so right here for my sweetheart neckline, for my underbust, I'm going to come up by 1.5 inch. Okay, you can do 1 inch. You can decide to curve it to your underbust. That is your choice. Okay, so I curved mine like this. Just place your pattern ruler like this and curve. Okay, this is what we have here. Now for the back line, okay, you are going to come down by 3 inches or 4 inches. Okay, then you curve, or you can decide to come up from the down part of it by 3 inches, 2 inches or 4 inches, depending on your choice, and then you curve. Okay, then at the center front here, I came down by 1.5 inch. You can do 1 inch, you can do 1.5. I did 1 inch first, but I later to take it down to 1.5. So this is what I have here. So now I am going to curve. I wanted to place my ruler like this and curve, but I later turn it this way. So if you are curving your own, place it the first way I placed it before, using your hip side to curve. I think it will give you the best shape. Okay, do not curve like this unless you want it pointy. Okay, so this is what I have, and so you place your own like this and curve. Please, if you are curving, just do I placed mine like this, place it yours like this and curve. It will give you more very good and balanced shape. So the part that I'll be ruling now is the part that I'll be cutting out. So remember, I've added my allowance on the sides. Okay, so I just use my marker now to highlight the lines, okay, so that you can see them very well. So the parts that you add allowance are the centers, where you will join your fabrics together, for like the side front and the center front in between them there. Okay, as you can see, you can decide to cut out this hand now, and after sewing you join it and turn it with your lining. You can decide to leave it like this. Okay, so whichever one that you think that will be suitable for you, you just do it. Either you cut it out, turn it separately and attach it to the top, or you cut together like this. Both of them works very well. So the part that I'm showing you now, the part that you add a 1/2 inch allowance. Okay, on the sides I've added allowance to it, so you can decide to add extra allowance to your own. That is your choice. So now we are going to proceed in cutting out. So on the side that we are going to cut open the side that you see how I just cut out the paper, cut open it, and then you're going to lap this on top of each other. Then use your tape to, you can cut it out entirely, then you lap it, but I did not cut out mine. So as you can see, they are not equal. By the time you cover your side that, you notice that they are not equal. So in some people's pattern it's maybe equal, okay? So depending on how you covered your own shell. So now if it's not equal, just get your ruler and mark it, just blend it to make it equal here, okay? So after cutting, this is what we have. This is what we have here, as you can see. So now let's draft the back pattern. This is my paper. I came down here by my bust point, my waistline, and my hip line. There is no underbust on the back pattern, okay? So to get your hip line, you are also going to mark our standard hip line, which is 9 inches from your waistline. Go down by 9 inches. Now I'm going to mark my shoulder of 8.5. I'll come down by 1 inch for my shoulder slant. I'm going to mark my neck width of 3 inches. Then I'm going to connect. So right here, I'm going to come down by 8 inches for my armhole. I'll mark what I have on my shoulder here, and I'm going to connect the lines just to make sure I have a correct straight line. So this line now will serve as my chest line, okay? Right here, I'm going to connect my armhole line. Then I'm going to mark my bust circumference divided by 4 plus 1.5 inch allowance. Then I'm going to curve. The next thing is to mark my nipple to nipple measurement, which is 4. I'm going to mark it here, and I'm going to mark a straight line just to connect the points together. I'm going to mark half inch on both sides, and I'm also going to mark my dart legs. My waist circumference divided by 4 plus my 1 inch intake for darts and my 1.5 inch sewing allowance. I also mark my hip circumference divided by 4 plus my 1.5 inch sewing allowance. Then I'm going to connect the points. This dart line, I'm going to take it up. I'm also going to mark 3 inches for the strap sleeve, and I'm going to connect it. I'm going to mark 1.5 inch there. You can mark 1 inch depending on your choice, and I'm going to connect it like you see me doing, okay? This is what my back will look like. If you think the strap sleeve is too small for you, you can extend your own, okay? You can make it 4 inches or 3.5. So right here, I'm going to mark 1.5 inch just to eliminate it, because I'll be using eyelets for the back. Okay, if you want to make use of zipper, just eliminate your zipper bulge and add your zipper allowance. Okay, so 1.5 inch, I'll be cutting it out. Okay, now I'm going to extend my line very well. Because I don't want the back to be straight like this, I want it curved, so I'm going to use my curved side of the ruler to just curve it like so. I'm going to curve it like this. Okay, now for the part that eyelets will be placed, I'm going to curve it like this. I'm just going to make the line visible just to show you how my eyelet will be sitting. Okay, you can use 1 inch or 1.5 for this. Okay, just rule it here. This is where my eyelet will be placed, and that is what we have for the back. I'm going to cut it out and then we do the rest. So for the backs at the back, so I came down by 3 inches as well, and I curved. But please, if you are creating your bust just from the hem line, okay, please don't curve yours like mine. I just noticed something from the hem line. Just go up by 3 inches from the hem line, then you curve your backs. Okay, I think it's more better like that. Okay, or you go up by 4 inches depending on your preference, then you curve your backs. Okay, if you find this video helpful, give me a thumbs up, click on the notification bell to be notified whenever I upload a video. You will see my next one. Bye.